We're actually going to be using this foundation and applying it with the N20, the original larger size. This is a diffusing brush for powder, but you can also diffuse a liquid foundation. You could apply a liquid foundation or a more cream formula foundation, something that's not too hard panned. Because the bristles are fluffy on this brush, it's going to deposit a really light layer of coverage. In this case, I really like using the N20 with a more liquid, like more runny viscosity foundation, like the Dior Backstage. You can use this for like a thicker full coverage foundation as well, and it will actually deposit a much more natural amount of product, so you can use it for full coverage as well. However, I like to use this brush with more thin, lightweight formulas like the Dior because it just diffuses it and it just gets it on really quick and really easily. You want to see the brush just cascade and like dance around your skin. And if you have a hard time with the amount of pressure that you use, make sure you're always pulling back on the brush. The further back you're holding your brush handle, the lighter the amount of pressure you'll have. I want to show you how quickly you can apply a very intense powder highlighter. This one's from Dior. It's a favorite of mine. It's newer. It is absolutely gorgeous. But when you apply with a diffusing brush like the N20, it's going to give you a soft cascade of this color, a soft wash of it, and it's just going to look like your skin with a glow. So I'm just going to swirl into it, back and forth, tap off the excess, and then you could just go to town. But no matter what, you're not going to get a heavy application of it because the brush is not dense and it's not packed. So I like to go back and forth, circular motions, windshield wiper. I like to bring it up towards my temple. There's no right or wrong way to use this brush. It's just going to be really quick and really easy for you. So if you've ever had a hard time with applying a powder highlighter, this brush is just going to make it so much easier for you. Now the N20 is also going to be a great way to apply a soft wash of blush. You can also build it up, of course, but I'll be using the CL Chill Flush and Protect and just going right on top of that highlighter. Even the most fully pigmented blushes are going to go on really soft and really easily with a brush like this because it's not going to pack it on. Sweeping this brush with a little bit of pressed powder or loose powder or no makeup at all and sweeping it along any edges of your makeup. So whether that's smoothing out your bronzer, smoothing out your blush application, buffing off any excess powder that you may have applied too much of, or in this case, I'm going to do one simple soft wash of the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder just to finish up this makeup look, to diffuse any edges even more, to soften any edges, to smooth out my skin, refine any kind of texture. This is a finishing powder, not a setting powder, so we're going to use it just like that. Now this brush I also drew out by hand, so I'm going to pop it on the screen just so you can get a little glimpse of the behind the scenes of the making of the N20 brush, because this brush was so impressive. It really came out exactly how I drew it.